A general told me that they see anger on the faces of people when they fight Boko Haram. Babayede Otitojo, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Babajide Otitojo and his colleagues were having a conversation about insecurity in Nigeria and the recent alarm raised by DSS about plans to bomb worship centers. The conversation got to a point where they agreed that without the support of the people, the war against banditry cannot be won. Babajide Otitojo then went further to narrate the experience he had when he traveled to the northeast in December and how people failed to assist and encourage the soldiers that risked their lives to fight against Boko Haram insurgents. I was in the northeast in December, and one of the generals that accompanied me for the trip to Gadamari told me that sometimes they see anger on the faces of people when they come to bust Boko Haram. How can soldiers lay down their life to come to a community to bust Boko Haram, and anger is written on the faces of the people? They have cooperated with the terrorists, they have lived with them, they know where the terrorists are, but they are not ready to provide information. I cannot explain that. Why would people be encouraging and supporting these criminals? An old woman was arrested, and what she does is that she helps terrorists keep their guns. They keep their guns with her because she won't be easily suspected. So we cannot be supporting those that are killing our people. Wow. Wow. I think this has a lot to be, and you'll agree with me, that this has a lot to do with marginalization. Before you come for me, just listen to me. Now, look at it from this angle. The Northerners has been the one at the helm of affairs. At least they've had a very good time. Out of the how many times we have had to pick president, the Northerners has always been the one to come out, to emerge president of Nigeria. And they have, even till today, one of them is actually sitting at the helm of affairs, yet nothing has been done. That particular region, you don't see development. When I mean development, I don't mean development of a place. I mean development of the people. The people there are not enlightened. That is what I mean. I don't mean good roads. No, please. I don't. Because some people say, the Kano is good. There's road in Kano. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, how are the living standards? How have these people been able? Because this is how I see it in my head. These people are not being enlightened. You're told the wrong things about another group of people that are enlightened. Let's say, for instance, the Southerners. Let's say, for instance, you gave birth to a child, and that child you gave birth to, there was no provision on how you're going to take care of the child. There was no provision on whether this child will go to school. There was no provision on whether you give this child love. And another family gave birth to a child, shower the child with love. Provisions were already made that this child will go to school, come rain, come sun. And then the parents of this later child, this other child now, sends the child to school. Make sure they give him love, make sure they give him attention, make sure that they're there for him. Their parental duties to him they fulfill. Not only do they provide for him, they show him care and love. And he grows up in a very healthy environment. He grows up seeing the world from a very loving angle. At the other end, the other child that is given birth to, that nothing was made provisions for. His parents already see him as a burden, and they can't wait for him to start talking and start walking. So immediately he started doing that. They give him a bowl to go and beg. They don't have any other means of changing, living. They give him that, and he does that up to until when he gets to a certain stage where he's strong enough to follow maybe his father to rear animals, or his father to the farm. This is just me randomly thinking. I'm not necessarily saying this is how the Northerners are. Please, this is not to offend anyone. Now, this family now, the other family that had everything planned out to give birth to this boy, shower them with love, that particular child grows up, went to basic school, he got basic knowledge, he went to primary school, he went for lessons, and then That particular child now goes to the university. Then the other one too grows up. Do you know that when that child that was not given the love, attention, education, the things that will make him a better child, sees that one that has it, he will be perplexed, especially when if his people normally come out to say, oh, this child, oh, if his people normally come out to say, oh, this child, this particular one you're saying, they kind of fill your head with things that are not there. Maybe they tell that the child that have not been there, say, these people, don't mind them more, that this one happened to them more, and they're doing this, that this is the life they're living, they're not our people, they're this and that. You understand me? Fill your head with all sort of nonsense. Before you know it, that child is breeding hate towards the other one. Before you know it. As in, you'll be like, before you know, that one, maybe his clothes are always on the flick. He's looking, aka, paying. He's looking lit. He's looking, delicious. He's looking good. And he speaks good English and he drives a very neat car. Maybe he has gone to a place in his life where, things are looking well for him. You want to tell me that man will not be jealous? He's going to be jealous. He'll be asking himself, why am I not like this? This thing is what I am just having in my head. One of the problems I think the North have is that they don't expose the children. They don't want them to know the truth. And I so believe that one day, this dear, keep them in the dark and conquer. It will spoil. It will spoil very soon. Very soon it will spoil. It will spoil. Keep them in the dark and conquer is not a good way to go about it. It's not a good way at all. It's not. So this is how I see it. You're seeing anger on their faces. Just maybe they are so angry that, okay, what the government are supposed to do for them, these people are not doing for them. Maybe they see these women, they say, what am I saying? Maybe these people are even their children. Yes. Maybe what the government will not do for them. Maybe they've been crying out marginalization. Maybe they've been crying out that they're hungry. Maybe they've been crying out a whole lot of things. The government have continued to promise them, telling them, don't worry, we're on top of the situation, and yet nothing will happen. And I'm just trying to see things from their angle. Yeah. Hausa Fulani are Boko Haram. Why Boko Haram are Hausa Fulani? Billions of southern Nigeria resources have been looted through fake war against Boko Haram. If Nigeria can divide today, Boko Haram will be dissolved in just a week. Opinion. The only way out of terrorism carnage is to separate those who own and cherish them, because the terrorists mean different things to others. Okay, on those notes, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.